Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Education for Everyone. My name is Akhil and here I am discussing about top 10 mistakes you will make in your CV. Talking about myself, so I have reviewed more than 100 CV on LinkedIn platform, and from that experience I will tell you what people are doing or what people are making mistakes in their CVs. So you should not do those mistakes in your CV. So the first question arises is that, is there anything called perfect CV? My answer is no. There is nothing called perfect CV. Perfect CV does not exist. There are only two kinds of CVs, good CVs and bad CV. Okay, keeping that in mind, let us start with the video. The first thing is, or what we can say is 10th thing is, short career objective. Why I'm saying is that this is the first section of the CV and you have to make your first impression the better one. Okay. And according to the surveys, 50 to 60% of interviewers don't go past the first section of the CV and move on to the next CV. So you should sell your skills mostly in the first section of the CV. And why I'm saying is that most of the candidates are using these type of professional summaries or career objectives in their CVs. Okay, let's see here. They are writing only 1.5 line in their professional summary. You have to write your skills, about your work experience, that what you have worked, this professional summary. Okay, that's why it is called professional summary. You should not complete this section in just 2 lines or 3 lines. You should be brief in 4 to 5 lines, that what have you done and what you possess. So don't do this mistake. See, in this template, here he has written only 1 line or half line, that seeking an opportunity in QA manual profile, and the interviewer will go to the next CV just after this line. So don't do this mistake. Moving on to the next point, ninth point is that order matters. So there are two type of seekers in the job market. One who are trying to switch the domains and one who are seeking the job in the same domain. What I'm saying is that because some people are not happy with their domains and they want to switch the jobs, and like if I am doing machine learning and I want to go for cyber security, I will try to emphasize my skills on my CV related to my cyber security skills. So one where I want to switch the domain, there I will emphasize more on my skills and core competencies or my achievements related to that domain. After that, I will write what I have done previously. So here work experience will come. So the order will be firstly your career objective, then your core competencies and achievements related to this domain, and then means you have to prioritize the skills. After that, work experience, then your education and interests. If you have done some certifications, feel free to write after the work experience. And if you are seeking the job in the same domain, then you have to emphasize more on your work experience, that what have you done in the past related to the same domain. After that, your core competencies and achievements, and then your skills will come, and rest order will be the same, means career objective, education, interest will be the same in both type of job seeking. Moving on to the next section, eighth point, that unprofessional email. You should not use unprofessional emails. Why I'm saying is that there are two reasons for this. The first one is, if you are inquiring something from your recruiter or from interviewer through the email, there might be a possibility that your unprofessional email will go into their spam folder and it will not make any effect on them. So this is the first reason. And the second reason is, are you really kidding? Why? Because some people are using these type of emails in their CVs. CV is all about professionalism. And if you are writing these unprofessional emails, your professionalism is gone. So don't add negative point to your site. So these type of emails like MLP fan forever, gym freak are barred. Never use these type of emails in the CVs. Just your name @ domain name is sufficient, or else your name @ your only domain name is sufficient. Now moving on to the next section, messy templates. And my question is why? Why I'm writing this why is that, look at these messy templates. Why these are messy? They are pinching and too revealing for the eyes of any normal person. So my suggestion is just use MS Word. Alright, just use MS Word, nothing much. That is more than enough. So what I have discussed in the previous section, this is the template or these are the headings. Just explain yourself according to these headings and write your summary on MS Word. It will be more than enough. There is no need of these type of icons or graphics. See, he is using some graphics and he is using some icons. There is no need of that. Also in this CV you can see that there is yellow and black point. So these colors are too revealing. Just use MS Word and that will be enough. Moving on to the next section. So although it is illegal to reject any candidate on the basis of their looks or their orientations for the recruiters, but it might add some negative points to your side. Why I am saying this is, people might get one impression according to you by looking at your face. So don't make that false impression on the recruiter and do not use photographs in your CVs. Just don't. So, and the other thing is, these are not ATS compliant. If the company is using any ATS algorithm for filtering the CVs, your CV will automatically thrown out of the algorithm because of these photographs. So you should not use these photographs in your CV unless and until you are seeking any modeling or acting career. So keep remember this. The other thing, which is the fifth point, is unordered skills. And these are the disastrous points or disastrous section of your CV. So let me pose one example that if any job is related to machine learning and you are prioritizing your skill, that means your first skill is cyber security. So is it good? Do you think it is good to apply on a machine learning job with cyber security skill? I don't think so. So don't do this. So firstly, read the job description, what they need. You should prioritize your skills according to their needs. After that, there are two type of skills, hard skills and soft skills. So you have to keep the mixture of both type of skills in your skills section. There are something like integrity, dependability, effective communication, and you can read that. These are soft skills. These also should be mentioned in your CV. Just not the hard skills. You should also mention soft skills also. So moving on to the next section, and yes, the font matters in the CV. If you are writing less than 12 point of the text in your CV, it means it will be harder to read for the interviewer at the time of interview. And also it will not be ATS compliant. Alright. So please don't use any font which is less than 12 points. Also, you should use some good font types like Bell MT, Times New Roman, and Calibri. Also you can use Garamond, Century Gothic. Different sites will give you different type of perspectives that you should use these type of fonts. But in my say, Times New Roman will be the perfect. And also you can bold or means you can increase the font size of the headings. Also you should not use any underline. Here it is written you can underline, but only for the interaction when at the time of interview. In the ATS compliancy, this underline will fail. So keep this in mind. And the third point is plagiarism. And yes, it is very bad to do the plagiarism in the CV. Just don't do copy paste from the internet to the CV. Just you can see that demonstrates exceptional communication and robust relationship. These are the fancy words which are being used in the CV. These are only for the template. You should use your own words at the time of writing your CV because it is your CV. You have to sell your skills to any recruiter, to any company. So please don't use these type of fancy words in your CV. It will directly show that you have copy pasted some text or you have copy pasted the content from any template to the CV and you have not used your own words. And it will give a negative impression on the interviewer. So please don't do this mistake. Now coming on to the grammatical mistakes, and yes, they are silly and they are mostly being done by the freshers. So please don't do these type of mistakes. Why I'm saying is that just look at the first line of this CV. Have you gone through this line? And what is the mistake with this line? Just read the spelling of the career. And while I'm reading this email, means while I'm reading this CV, I just stopped reading this CV at this point only. I stopped reading. Why? Because if you are writing career spelling wrong, I don't have to go deep into your CV. So please don't do this type of mistake in your CV. And keep in mind, these are the different things which people are doing, means which people are being mistaken in their CV. So please don't do this. And the wrong use of apostrophes will also give wrong impression, and it is, and using then when you mean than. So these type of mistakes, grammatical mistakes and typos, you should be aware of while making the CV. And what you can do is that just install any grammatical correction extension from the browser. Grammarly is the best. So you can install that extension, and from that you can get the error when you are making at the time of any typing. So keep that in mind. And the first mistake you will make is that lies. And my answer is just don't make any lies in your CV. What I'm saying is that it will not give you any profit in your CV. And the thing is, if you are not mentioning any skill which interviewer is expecting from you, he might get disappointed. But if you are mentioning any lie in your CV, it will make him angry. And my suggestion is, don't make your interviewer angry with you. And the thing is, employers can tell you that you are lying because they have so much of experience. In one day they are taking 20 to 30 interviews, so they will get you that you are lying. And they also do some background checks. At that point, if you are joining, then it will give a wrong impression to your employer. So please don't do these type of mistakes in your CV. Okay, so here is all about the mistakes. And the last point, which is pro tip, is review by others. So you should send your CV to at least 3 to 4 of your friends and ask their honest opinions, that what do they think about your CV. And if you want me to review your CV, you can follow me on LinkedIn and send me your attachment or your CV through LinkedIn messaging. And from there I'll give you honest reviews that what I think about your CV. So this is all about this video. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe this channel, and make it reach maximum number of viewers. So meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.